Hello kids, welcome to Kids Learning Zone.
Once upon a time, there was a hare who lived in a beautiful forest. He was known far and wide for his incredible speed and agility. He loved to hop and run very fast, often showing off his skills to anyone who would watch. One day, he saw a tortoise moving slowly along a path. The hare couldn't help but laugh at the tortoise's slow pace. "You are so slow," the hare said with a smirk. The tortoise remained calm and composed. He simply smiled at the hare. "Slow and steady wins the race," the tortoise said softly. The hare laughed even louder. The tortoise looked at the hare. "I am not so slow," he said. "I think I could beat you in a race." The hare laughed so hard he almost fell over. "You beat me?" he cried. "That's impossible." The other animals in the forest heard the hare and the tortoise. They gathered around to watch. Some animals giggled. They thought the race would be funny. A tortoise racing a hare? That was silly. A wise old owl agreed to be the judge. He drew a starting line and a finish line. The hare and the tortoise stood at the starting line. "Ready?" hooted the owl. "Set! Go!" The hare zoomed off like a shot. He was so fast, he was just a blur. The animals cheered. The tortoise started slowly. He kept his pace steady. He didn't rush, but he didn't stop. In a lush green forest, a race was about to unfold that would be remembered for ages. The hare ran far ahead, his legs moving like lightning through the tall grass. He looked back and saw the tortoise far behind, barely a speck in the distance. "That tortoise is so slow," the hare thought, a smug grin spreading across his face. "I have plenty of time for a nap," he mused, feeling overly confident in his speed. He found a shady spot under a tree and fell fast asleep, snoring softly. Meanwhile, the tortoise kept going, his pace unchanging. He never stopped, not even for a moment. The tortoise walked slowly but steadily towards the finish line, each step deliberate and unwavering. The sun got higher in the sky, casting long shadows and making the day warmer. The other animals, who had been cheering loudly at the start, began to grow tired and stopped cheering, their excitement waning. They watched quietly as the tortoise got closer and closer to the finish line, their eyes widening in disbelief. The slow and steady tortoise was about to achieve the unthinkable. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. The hare woke up from his nap. He yawned and stretched, feeling refreshed and confident. He had been so sure of his victory that he allowed himself a leisurely rest. He looked towards the finish line, expecting to see an empty track ahead of him. But to his utter disbelief, he couldn't believe his eyes. The tortoise was much closer to the finish line than he had anticipated. The tortoise was almost there. Inch by inch, he had made his way steadily towards the goal. The hare jumped up and ran as fast as he could, his heart pounding with panic and regret. But it was too late. Despite his speed, he couldn't make up for the time he had lost. The tortoise crossed the finish line just as the hare arrived, securing his unexpected victory. All the animals cheered for the tortoise. They were thrilled to see the underdog win. The hare learned a valuable lesson that day. He realized that overconfidence and taking things for granted can lead to failure. Slow and steady wins the race. The tortoise's determination and persistence had paid off. It's important to work hard and never give up, even if you are not the fastest. Consistency and perseverance can lead to success, no matter how slow you may seem.